What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the next installment in the DC Multiverse Ninja Batman Collect and Connect wave. And today it's featuring none other than my personal favorite DC character of all time. Yes, I know in the past I've said I love Batman. Like, I do love Batman, like the main entity series Batman, you know, like Batman, Superman, like Green Lantern, like the main, like, I guess, persona of Batman is my favorite. I love the Batman family, but my favorite character in general is Dick Grayson, aka the first Robin, aka Nightwing. So here we go with this figure, highly anticipated. He comes with the necessary accessories. So the first thing he comes with is the right leg for the Ninja Batman. He comes with his Escrima, aka Arnis holding sticks, attached to him. He has a pair of fisted hands, and we'll go more into detail with the hands that are on him. And then he comes with his two Escrima slash Arnis sticks. If you guys are not familiar with the Escrima slash Arnis fighting style, it is a fighting style from the Philippines. Pretty much two stick fighting. Pretty basically what it is. It's a nice longer painted blue right here. It's a metallic blue, and then a shorter one up top, so you can tell which is the handle and which is the top for it. It's a nice like textured piece in the middle. It's pretty basic. I can't really tell what it is from behind the camera, but as we go up close, hopefully you guys can see it. So moving on back, here you go. Let's go see how tall he fares. So this Nightwing stands roughly a little bit under 7 inches. Probably about 6.5, a little bit taller than 6.5. And then for comparison purposes, here we have the DC Collectibles Arkham Nightwing. So this one is probably going to be out of scale. I think this is more. Actually, no, they're not too bad. Like, it's not too much taller than the other one. So that is the DC Collectibles Arkham Nightwing. And then the DC Icons Nightwing. One of my personal favorite figures in my collection. I've had this dude for quite a while, and I'm very happy to have him. So, looking over the figure, this figure, detail-wise, might very well be my new favorite Nightwing figure. And I know that's saying a lot, but let's run through it real quick. So, aside from his hair, yes, I love the fact that it's shading, but it's kind of weird how it's blue. Maybe it would have been nicer if it was like a little more grayish, like just to give his hair some depth and dimension. I love how clean his mask is. It's a nice baby blue that matches the Nightwing logo on his chest. Speaking of the Nightwing logo, so I'll put a picture up, probably like right here. You can see from the first solicited pictures, the Nightwing logo is definitely a lot smaller and a lot sharper. I kind of actually like the bigger one better. I wish the lines were a little bit sharper up here, but that's totally understandable. It's totally forgivable. I like it bigger. It kind of gives it more pop and more character. I don't like the fact that how it's not colored up here. So the hinge, maybe I can forgive a little bit, but like on this part of the shoulder, they should have just colored like pretty much the whole shoulder on top, like the whole baby blue, and then even the hinge right there, the baby blue, because when it goes up, actually, yeah, if you do half, that'd be cool. But I understand not wanting to color all of it, just to make the black here make sense. Okay, so now that I'm seeing it in person and moving it around, I can understand why they did that. It is kind of a bummer, but yeah, you can't really see it when it's up like that. And then he has some gauntlets. Let me see if I can make it brighter a little bit. There you go. Some gauntlets on his forearms, so it's like nice wrapped around, and then like a belt buckle right there. And then I love his wrist. It's a swivel and a hinge. Articulation, basic articulation, same as all like the main male bucks except for the Black Lightning figure for this wave. I love how he has on his knuckles like the blue paint right there, and I especially like it inside his glove. That gives it a lot of dimension, I personally think. And then going down to his legs. So Nightwing's costume is pretty basic. It's very minimal. So here it's all mainly black with blue right here. And then I think this in some comics goes all the way around. See how it goes to the front and then it just stops like right at the back. I feel like they should have just went the whole way and went all the way around. But as you can see, it's a little bit uneven. It's pointed right there, and then right here, it's more of a pretty much straight line cutting it off. Actually, looking at it now, this one is straight cut off too, and then right here, it's pointed all the way. So maybe it's supposed to be like that. Maybe it's intentionally like that. And then his feet, the typical standard hinge, and then I like how he has some tread on the boots. You know, the double jointed knees, the hips that go up all the way. I'm not gonna do it too crazy, just cause there you go. Yeah, so yeah, like overall, this is probably gonna be one of my more favorite Nightwing figures. I love the baby blue. I love like how his shoulders, for some reason, for this one, look a little bit like it looks like it's drooped down a little bit more, like right here on like the traps. Let me see if I can get other figures from this wave. Let me go ahead and get the John Stewart. Yeah, you can tell the traps on Nightwing is way bigger than the one on John Stewart, even if it's just like a tiny little bit. And then let's see the Wally West. Wally, these two actually might share the same body. It looks pretty similar. And then Beast Boy is obviously going to be different because he's a lot smaller. And then Black Lightning is going to be different just because of the amount of detail and sculpt on him. So let me go ahead and put his Escrima sticks in his hands. So as you can see, he holds it very, very nicely. Let me go ahead and just get him in a little standing position right there. He holds it very nicely. It doesn't wiggle. It doesn't really move. Oops. It doesn't move, especially when you like twist it around like that. It stays in place, so that's really nice. I love the fact how it's painted, because the DC Icons Nightwing, just a little black stick. I do not have the Essentials Robin to compare it to. I heard that one is a pretty good Nightwing figure too, so I may have to hunt that down or track it down someday. Good, there you go. Yeah, so for that one, I think I know the Arnis sticks are a lot smaller. Like they're like absurdly smaller than his body proportion size. So I think that's like the one downfall for that. One thing to do note, my hip hinge or the leg hinge right here, I don't want to put it up all the way because I'm scared I might break it, but it was very stiff out of the packaging. I had to heat it up with water, so if you do see water spots, please disregard that, and there you'll know why. But for his legs, though, he does kick up very high, not too far back just because of his butt. I can probably see you can tell the difference. How there's like a lot of space right there, and then for this one, there's not much space. So I don't think that's gonna be for every figure. I'm scared to like really mess with it because I don't want to break it. Because this is actually, yeah, this is probably gonna be my new favorite Nightwing figure. Like, I don't know. I feel like the Nightwing logo on his chest is very like it's pretty good. It's very prominent and it's very like loud, so it works really well with this figure. So just some quick final thoughts for this figure. This was a very short review just because there wasn't really much to say about him, just other than the fact that even if you are remotely a fan of Nightwing, this figure is definitely something to get. Yes, he doesn't have the head articulation like the rest of the figures in the wave. He does have single jointed elbows, but you can see the single jointed elbows, like his own, goes like past 90, so it looks pretty good. Plus he has a bicep swivel, so it can get pretty good range of motion. See, it looks like he's about to like whack you. So it does get there. It does get the necessary articulation needed for a Nightwing figure. But yeah, like just, I don't know, like the look, it's latching to me very, very well. I love the look of this figure. If I were to give it a score, just off of personal bias, even probably an objective bias, this is a solid 9. A solid 9 out of 10. Things I would change is the neck articulation. That's probably it for him. Like, you got to understand that certain things, like, yes, it would be nice to have double jointed elbows. It would be nice to have like a shit ton of more accessories. Excuse my language. But, you know, there's some limits that you need to have with the figures. So this figure gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me. I love this figure a lot. This is rightfully like a top rated figure in this wave just because of how good Nightwing is as a character. So that's going to take care of it for the review, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Please let me know what you guys think. Sorry for this one being a little bit of a shorter review, but there's not really much to say about it. It's a no-brainer. If you like Nightwing, if you like DC, this is the one to get. This is a good Nightwing to get. So I just leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all your support. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you guys do like what I'm doing, please consider hitting that like button and stay tuned for the final figure review in this way before we get to the Ninja Batman. Take care. Peace.